Everybody welcome. I'm AZD, Araj Zapar, motherfucking D-Bazaar. This is IMC Nation, International, Worldwide Mastermind Council. This is going to be a worldwide free lecture for about 20 minutes on philosophy of life. Okay? And then afterwards, there's going to be a special class for men, and it's a private space. And congratulations to Donald Trump, the President of the United States. Salute to Donald Trump. We ride under that flag, just so you know. Hey, this is who we are. And we're very, very happy. It's an enormous victory, not just for us, but for planet Earth. You're very lucky. You're very lucky. We barely missed the fucking iceberg on the ships, just so you know. Now we're about to melt the iceberg and show you what's underneath it, what's been hiding under the iceberg that we almost fucking crashed right into. This is the fall of Babylon. I didn't think I'd talk about this, but when do I ever fucking know what I'm going to talk about? This is the fall of Babylon, right? A long time ago. A long time ago. Some very bad things happened on earth. Congratulations. I mean it from the bottom of my heart and everything that I know with the certainty that I have. Congratulations. Okay? We have been slaves for a very, very long time under a certain regime. Okay? This is that moment where things will turn around. Okay, I promise you. I would give you my word, but I don't know if I'm qualified to do that on that level of knowledge. So I promise you. Okay, this is such a big deal, and I know something about me, Arash D-Bazaar, that I would never be born at any other time except the time that the tides would turn. And I know that about this bald man sitting next to me, too, Yogi Chris. I guarantee you, him and I have been in battle for many, many years. We know exactly what's going on, and we're here. Right? You agree? Yeah. Don't you have 100% certainty in what I said?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
That's 100% certainty, okay? I have, and I know he has without even asking him, okay? Last night was a very powerful night, in the middle of the night for me, as it always is, okay? But it was beyond anything I've ever experienced in my entire life. So I'm curious, looking online, okay? You could press a button and raise a hand too. Is there anybody last night listening worldwide? Listen, I'm a traveler in space just like you on Earth. Not as a prisoner because I did something wrong, but as a prisoner because I'm here to rescue others. There's a difference. There's people that can infiltrate everywhere. Welcome to IMC Nation. Let's speak freely for at least 4 years. Let's see what happens after this, right? Let me give you a more in-depth language that happens behind the scenes here, okay? Many of us here are not here because we've committed some sort of crime to be on this stupid planet, okay? This stupid planet that you go around worshiping, it's fucking trees and animals and birds and fucking rainbows, is nothing more than a tiny little rock that's a prison, and that's all it is, okay? Nothing else is fucking going on here. So, some of us are not here because we committed some soul crimes like you did or whatever the fuck happened. Some of you didn't commit crimes, right? You were framed just like the 47th president was about to be framed. Is he 47 now? Yeah. Yep. That's my age. Okay? So, some of you were framed, right? And the reality is I'm here for those people. I'm here to handle the injustice that's happened. That's the button that has driven IMC Nation forever. That's the button that allows me to have superpowers and be able to walk through fire, take swords in my heart, and still be okay. I don't fucking care. Okay? I'm here to handle injustice. As I'm speaking, the men around here are nodding internally and externally. That is what the purpose of IMC Nation is. Okay? And at some point, as a man, not the women, as the man, IMC Nation is not a woman's movement. Just so you know. We will, as men of IMC Nation, as IMC Nation, we will go and grab women and bring them into our IMC Nation. But it's not a woman's movement because the moment that woman messes up with that man, she can never be IMC Nation. So how could it be a woman's? We know she can't start one, so let's just get that out of the way. So the men are here, and at some point, the men around me will have the realization I said, and that'll give you a whole new experience in this life. But up until now, you've been trying to go to the hospital for yourself every day, but you've actually been healed from day one. And somebody just has to come around, like I did, and look at the fucking tubes and shit in you and start tearing them apart. And then say, okay, now stand up and walk, and try to walk. And say, man, I don't know, my legs have been hurting, whatever. I said, you're not supposed to walk with those legs. You have 8 legs, you're a spider, go. What? That's why you can't walk on 2. You walk on 8. Somebody else says, oh, my legs shake. You walk on 4. You're a tiger. Move. I can't move my legs. Use your wings. You're not supposed to be walking. Fly. The 2-legged one would know how to walk. He'd be a gorilla. I would say walk. He would jump up and go like this, like the Hulk. Thank God someone told me to fucking walk finally. And he'd beat his chest. And they exist too. But someone had to come and tell the men that you're a beast. Wake up. And not be sorry. And the first time in probably your time, whatever that timeline is, you heard that on YouTube and you admired it, was when Jordan Peterson said, every man's got to be a monster. You know, a good man has got to be able to violence, blah, blah, blah. And that became a viral fucking thread that I've been saying for 17 years or whatever the fuck I've been saying. But it's okay. Look at the way I look. Look at the way he looks. Right? People are not supposed to listen to me. I look like this so that the one that pretends to be a beast will be afraid to be around this one. The one who is a beast will be attracted to this one. Let's go. Right? But if you look like Jordan Peterson, which I highly admire, I'm not talking shit about him, talking about the society. But if you look like Jordan Peterson, then you're married and have a kid, and I love my wife, and I went through all this anxiety, whatever. Fuck my anxiety, fuck my breakups, fuck whatever the fuck I've gone through. Who gives a shit? Look at what I'm doing. Look at my character that I built through all that shit. You wish you had as much troubles as I did in your life to be this strong. You wish God had given you the gift of so many heartbreaks so you could stand here and truly, or sit here and truly understand what love really is. How can you know what love is if you only broke your heart once? You don't know shit yet. Okay? And you're not a woman. I'm not speaking to women. They like hearing it. Who doesn't admire a powerful man? Which woman is not attracted to a powerful man? Well, that's the IMC Nation way of getting women, by being a powerful man. That's the end of it. No other way of doing it. Yesterday on Instagram, I was with a few of my girlfriends, and there was this guy, and he said he was teaching social dynamics. I'd never seen him before. And he was like, you know, I don't want to go over what the fuck he said. What he said was true. It was true. Right? He gave a true datum. But as he was talking, I said out loud, but do you sound like that and say it like that? Because then it won't work. And I turned to my girlfriends and I said, I can walk up to a woman and say, is there a frog here? And it would work better than that shit. Because the heart speaks. Right? And this heart is not just pure, it's powerful. It's fearless. It's anchored in the depths of hell and tethered to the depths of heaven. So it holds in the middle on earth. It's got one fucking tentacle going way down to as far to hell as any human being could ever possibly go to. And it has one as high as any saint has ever gone to. And I will stand in the middle of that cross. And that's the cross that I bear. So what's the cross that you bear? Also means bear in Spanish. All right, let's read from this. It's called Breathing Truth. It's available for $10 or something. Here's a good one. The person, this is going to mind fuck you for a second. Maybe I shouldn't do this first. We'll do that later. Okay, let's go to the next one. The moment when you can clearly see the madness, you know, a person's mad, they've gone crazy. The moment when you can clearly see the madness that you are thinking with, your mind is mad, when you can see it. And the internal aggression that is, in quotes, guiding you. You're guided by all this. By internal aggression that's guiding your life and your decisions. At this very moment, there will be some freedom. Pay close attention to your thoughts and your desires. Pay very close attention to your motives while you're doing something. And be totally honest with yourself. So you got to get to know you. It takes tremendous courage and intense passion, suffering to do this. Your peace of mind is waiting for you. Next. Oh, I like this one. Life is posing you a question. Life, the universe or God, existence, is asking you a question. Posing means giving you one for you to do something. Life is posing you a question. Ready? We'll end it with this strain. This is really good. Life is posing you a question. A deep, burning question in your heart. Do not evade it. Like, try to go around it or hide from it. Do not evade it. Don't run from it. Life has posed or given you a unique challenge. A unique challenge that's just for you. What's going on? Okay. Let me back up because something happened on this. So let's start again. Life is posing you a question, a deep, burning question in your heart. Do not evade it. Don't run from it. Life has posed you a unique challenge just for you. Answer it. Don't evade it. Answer it. Answer it for your own sake. And for the sake of all of the rest of us. And I will answer it also. And I will not evade it. And I will not run from it. And I will see it as my sincere obligation to myself and to you to answer this fucking question. Ain't that powerful? Okay? You have a very unique perspective on life. Otherwise, you would have never been created. There'll never be another one, even though you'll come back and you'll always exist in another, some sort of form. This one is one moment in time, like the song we started with. This is one moment in time where you manifest as you right now. You may come back centuries later and look at history, watch documentaries, and suddenly be totally gripped by some individual in the past. And it has nothing to do with the way your parents brought you up, or your cousins were around you, or school. It's some random shit that moves your fucking soul. Now, why would a kid at 4 or 5 or 6 have such passion, suffering, so much? Why would a kid, I'm talking about you and me, at such a young age, feel like he has to answer this question? Who are those people? What is that person? How do I get there? How do I become that? How does a 4 or a 5-year-old have a burning desire to be something suddenly? That's not enough fucking brain juice, right? Should be worried about some weird shit like, I don't know what the fuck. I remember at 4 or 5, I was in the yard playing with sticks and mud, bugs, catching birds and dogs and cats in the fucking neighborhood. That's what I used to do. However, there was a burning question in me. And that question never stopped. Okay? And it was a really easy question for me. How do I make it where these people that I care about don't hurt? That was it. Right? If I saw my mother or my father at a very young age upset, that's what went through my mind. If I saw my cousins, any of them cry or whatever, that went through my mind. How do I stop that? Everything else I didn't give a shit about. Everything else was just play, right? It never took my attention. It was just existing. Birds chirping, lions roaring, fish swimming. Arash Bazaar playing as a fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 47. But then something would stop the game. Something would just get right in front of the game. And that was the suffering of somebody else that I cared about. Now, as I give you these words, I can tell what's happening to some of you. That's the gift of being me, my unique voice. I can put symbols that are perfectly aligned in a perfect order called sacred syntax, the gift from God to me, to you. I can put it together, and when these words go together, it's music to your soul. You go, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's saying. I also felt as such. I already know that because I can feel the vibration coming back. Life was just a game until somebody I cared about was hurting. Now, it wasn't even myself, and I'll tell you why, and you'll see how you had the same experience. Because I remember at some point, I must have been less than 4.5 because I left the country where I was in at 4.5 years old, right? So this memory is still in that house, in that country. I was downstairs playing with the kids. We had this neighborhood thing happening over there. And I started to lose my voice for no reason. And I was like, my voice is going away. So I went to my mom and she gave me this orange pill, whatever the fuck it was, like to fix it. It wasn't like Halls or anything. It was way back in time. And so I was downstairs. At some point, I completely lost my voice. I remember as a kid. I was like, my parents were tripping. And so they brought the fucking neighbors and everything. And I don't know, they gave me some stuff, some fucking tea with honey and stuff like that. And then my voice started to come back. And then it started to come back. And that was it. We don't know what the fuck happened. But I remember this. I didn't give a fuck that my voice was gone. I remember I had this little fucking bike. I just wanted to get on the bike. But damn, everybody else was worried. And I didn't give a fuck they were worried until I saw they were worried. Then the game stopped. And then I tried to become okay. Until then, I didn't give a fuck. I thought it was kind of cool. I didn't know what was happening. I just couldn't talk anymore. My friends didn't care. We were all laughing around it. Then I went to my mom, and it was like, take this, take this. They came back, they checked on me, and as time went forward, it became a serious fucking affair. And the moment that I saw that they were having a problem, my world stopped. And I said, okay, I got to fix this so they're fucking okay, because I'm for sure fucking okay. I'm trying to see if there's something wrong with me. I didn't know there's nothing wrong with me. And this continued on. And I remember an earthquake that happened in Iran. And I remember laying down, the chandelier started moving like this, like this, like this. And the earth started to go like this. And it was cool. No, it's not the earthbender, huh?
Also, Ali Reza sends love from Iran. He's from Iran right now.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's so amazing. That man's in my country.
He came from TikTok right now.
Wow, that's so cool. Hey, man. Salam, خوبی؟ میتونی حرف بزنی یا نه؟ اگر میتونی میکروفونتون انمیوت کن حرف بزن. علی رضا.
سلام آرش جان.
آقا چطوری؟
من خیلی خوشحال شدم که شما صحبت میکنم.
الان تو ایران هستی؟
بله.
ساعت چنده اونجا؟
بله.
ساعت چنده اونجا الان؟
من از تهران هستم.
آره ساعت چنده اونجا الان؟ چه ساعتی هست؟ چی؟
الو.
بله. میگم الان ساعت چنده اونجا؟
ساعت 9:50 است اینجا.
شب یا صبح؟
شب.
Okay, guys, it's 9:50 p.m. over there right now. It's 10:20 in America. It's like this. Isn't that cool? Right? That's cool. Okay, میبینمت, okay? به همه بگو به همه سلام برسون. Okay, خداحافظ. Okay, where the hell was I? Oh yeah, the earthquake, right? And I remember, whoa, like a little boat. Until my mom ran up, freaked out, and grabbed me. And I was like, oh shit. What's going on? And then I saw the fear in her, and I wanted to fix the fear in her, so I took the fear on. See if that's happened to you. That's when I became fearful of earthquakes. And then I saw a dog, and I thought it was the coolest beast I'd ever seen. I could not believe a human could walk with some kind of an animal that had teeth. That's so cool. At a young age, I knew that that thing was there to protect me until my mother righteously said to me, be careful around that dog, because I was bit by a German Shepherd on my knee. And I looked at her, I said, German Shepherd bit you? She said, yes, I wanted to bite the German Shepherd, not even know what the fuck German Shepherd was. And she told me the whole story. And at that moment, when I looked at a dog, I didn't want her to be scared anymore. So I became fearful of the dog. Why? So I could overcome her fear. It's crazy. It's crazy how many times I took on the fear of someone I love so I could fix their fear. You're nodding like you know. Then there was a war. There was already a war, but I got to experience Iran and Iraq war. So at some point, there's a siren around the town. It sounds like you're going to die, basically. Right? And the adults go and turn off the lights, and I'm ready to play hide and seek. This is dope. I have no idea that there's such thing as they're going to be bombing us. What's happening? The adults are moving so fast. Oh shit. Within an instant, I realize they're all scared, and there's a sound. I'm going to be scared. Why? Not because I'm scared, because they're scared. Because I don't know what to be scared of. But they're panicking. I'm going to panic with them. And we go downstairs, down the fucking stairs, and go and start looking out the garage at the airplanes going by and hearing the bombs and shit like that. And I feel the heartbeat of my dad and my mom. I could just feel everybody, the neighborhood's downstairs. And I'm like, I got to help these people. How can I help them if I don't feel what they feel? Try that on for a second. That's why the next class that I go to, I'm going to teach men how to talk to women. I was the most outcasted kid in middle school, in junior high, and high school. At high school, I started getting it together. That guy who nobody liked, who couldn't speak English, who got his ass kicked, will kick everyone's ass, speak English better than everybody else, and I'll take your bitch from you. There's nothing you can do about it. I've been through it. I know the experience of what you have to overcome to get here. That's the difference, right? I wasn't born rich, good-looking, tall, handsome in a fucking country that spoke my language with a ton of fucking friends playing football. Get the fuck out of here. I still can't throw a fucking football. And if I ever throw a fucking football properly, make sure you know it's not me. When the hell would I take the time to throw a fucking football for? My shit is worse than a girl's. Now, I like to see any man say that equals I'm not a man. I'm not. You see what a dumb world you live in if you allow these things to make judgments for you? He's a man, you can't even throw a football. I don't need to throw a football, you dumbass. Okay? But when you throw a football, I'll bet on it and I'll win. How's that? You better throw that shit good. Me, it don't matter how I throw it, okay? You throw it for me. How's that? Throw the football for me. Do a good job, okay? Give me the odds of throwing that touchdown so I'm in Vegas, bet on it, right? Meanwhile, I don't know how to throw a football, okay? Yeah, but I'm making millions of dollars. So am I. Go get your ass kicked. I'll talk to you in 20 years from now and see where you are. All right. If you want to be in the next class, then that's how you do it. It looks like a middle finger sign up. That's what it should be. Sign up. All right, see you in the Players Club. Oh, later.